Hi, Kusazangpo. My name is Dechok Palmo, and I'm a yoga instructor at Yogaling. So today we'll be doing a pranayam. So pranayam is all of the different breathing techniques or breathing exercises that we practice in yoga. So yoga comprises of physical asanas with yoga postures, and also pranayama with all the breath work, and we also have kriyas or shatkarma, all the cleansing technique as well. So the pranayama I'd be doing today is called Kapalabhati. So Kapalabhati is also a kriya or a shatkarma. So kriya or shatkarmas are actually cleansing techniques or cleansing methods of our physical body, and also in our energy levels as well. So it works as a cleanse or a detox for our physical bodies and our minds as well. So before we start the practice of Kapalabhati, make sure you haven't eaten for at least 3 hours before the practice, and you have at least kept a 1 hour water gap. So the practice of Kapalabhati is best done in the morning on an empty stomach. And the contraindications before you practice this, for people who should not be practicing this, are people having any heart problems, high BP, low BP, vertigo, any ulcers in the stomach. So all of these are contraindications of Kapalabhati, whereas the benefits of Kapalabhati is it wakes you up, cleanses any lethargic energy in the body, mind, and also works as a detoxification for your digestion, for your gut, good for your skin, good for your hair, good for your liver, good for your lungs. So that's all the benefits of Kapalabhati. And also make sure you don't practice this before you go to sleep, because then you'll have problems falling asleep. As I said, this is a practice that actually wakes you up, invigorates your body and your mind. Alright, so the instructions as to how you actually practice this. Before you start any practice, make sure your back is straight, your spine is straight. So you can sit on a bolster or on the edge of a cushion, not in the middle of a cushion, on the edge of a cushion or a bolster. Roll back your shoulders and drop your shoulders down. So you open your chest, elevate your spine. So firstly, exhale or dispel air from your nose forcefully, and inhale slowly. Alright, so inhalation happens passively or naturally, but if you're a complete beginner to this practice, then I recommend you expel air from your nose forcefully and inhale slowly. So I'll just demonstrate Kapalabhati for 5 counts. So I'm just going to place my right hand or palm on the stomach. Alright, so when you exhale, your stomach is shrinking in, and when you inhale, your stomach is going out. So make sure you don't do it the other way around. So once you get a hold of this practice, then you can continue or increase the number of counts to 10, 15 or 20. Alright, so we'll all maybe do 10 counts together. Spine straight. Hands on your belly, just to make sure that only your abdominal is moving, all the other parts of your body are still. Alright, so after the practice, you can actually hold the breath in Kumbhaka Kumbhaka is holding the breath for a few seconds and slowly inhale. So we'll again try that for 15 counts altogether. So if you are a regular practitioner of Kapalabhati, this forceful exhalation and expelling air out, then you can also, after you've stopped the practice, you can also do the yogic locks or the bandhas, Mula Bandha, Jala Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha. So locking our perineal, abdominal and our throat lock. So that's for a slightly advanced practice. So post Kapalabhati you can do the 3 bandhas, but that's for people who have been practicing on a regular basis. The next breathing pranayama practice we'll be doing today is called Ujjayi. Ujjayi is also one of my favorite pranayams. So the literal translation of Ujjayi is called victorious breath. So what this does to our bodies is it actually increases the fat burning mechanism in our bodies. So it increases our metabolism. It increases the heat in our bodies. So this pranayama is very good during winter to naturally increase your body temperature, and also increases the vitality of our prana, enriches our prana as in enriches all our energies. So how you instructions as to how you practice this pranayama. Again, like I said, any practice starts with a straight spine. Inhale from your nose. And first, before we actually start the pranayama, I'll just give you a small tip as to how you go about actually doing this. Take your right hand and place it in front of your mouth. Inhale from your nose, exhale from your mouth. Right, so the exhalation is almost like you're trying to fog up a mirror with your breath. Inhale, nose. Alright, so that's just a tip as to how you can practice this Ujjayi breathing. So how you actually should be practicing this breath is with your mouths closed. So slightly contract the back of your throat like you do when you're about to swallow. Inhale from your nose and exhale from your nose, but through your throat. So it almost sounds like a hissing sound or an ocean sound. And another tip is when you inhale, you can mentally say the word Sa, and when you exhale, you can again mentally say the word Ha. So I'll just demonstrate. Alright, so that's the breath called Ujjayi. So in this you incorporate yogic breathing. So yogic breathing is when you pull up your navel, pull up your chest, pull up your clavicle area. So then that's how you do the Ujjayi breathing. And also make sure your inhalation and your exhalation is the same ratio. If your exhalation is slightly longer, then that's fine as well. But make sure you're not making any snoring noise, because that's a mistake I see when people try to practice this pranayama. Alright, so let's all practice together. Roll back your shoulders, drop your shoulders back, open your chest. Contract the back of your throat slightly. So you can continue this for about 2 minutes, 3 minutes if you are a beginner, but with time you can increase it to about 10 minutes as well. So today we'll be doing about 6 physical yoga asana poses that are beneficial for bodies, like increasing the blood circulation, good for relaxing the mind, and also just works as a quick refresh or wake up to our bodies and minds. 1. Lift and roll your shoulders back, open your chest, pull up your kneecaps, tighten your thighs, spread your fingers, Samastiti, Tadasana pose. Inhale and exhale. Distribute your weight equally on your right and left feet. Asana 2. Lift your right leg, place your right sole in the inner thigh of your left leg. Raise your hands up, stretch your hands up, and slowly push your bent knee slightly back. Exhale, release your hands and release your leg. We'll do the same on the other side, placing our left sole in the inner thigh of our right leg. Hands join up, lengthen your spine. Knees slightly push back. You can look at a particular point for focus. Exhale, release your hands and release your legs down. Asana 3. Keep a medium stance between your legs. Take your right feet out. Hips square facing the front of your mat. Straighten your hands, hinge towards your right side. Drop your hands on your shins and look up, opening your chest. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release your hands. And we'll now do the same on the left side, keeping our hips square. Hinge towards your left. Drop your hands on your shins and open your hands up. Look up. Inhale, come up, and exhale, release your hands and come back to Samastiti. Bend your knees, send your hands up, roll your lower back in, don't arch your back. Weight is on your heels. Exhale, come up. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hinge from your lower back and bend forward. Inhale, rise back up again. And exhale, release your hands down. Bend your right leg, bend your left leg, sit in Vajrasana. Wide your knees, mat width distance apart, and walk your hands down, placing your forehead on the mat. Uttita Balasana. Take your hands back and slowly come back to sitting on your heels. Lie on your supine, straighten your hands. Bend your right leg. Lift your right heel. Push your right knee towards your left side in Matsyan, Ardha Matsyan Dharasana. And we'll do the same on the opposite side as well. Twisting our spine and our abdominal. Lastly, open your legs mat width distance apart, palms facing the sky, and completely relax. Unfrown your face, unclench your jaws, relax your whole body from the feet to the crown of your head. From your right side, come up slowly to a sitting position. Thank you.
Kudu Sankpula, my name is Yeshey Lhaden. I'm the yoga instructor with the Manipur Yoga Studio in Thimphu. So today we will look at some basic practices in yoga which can be done by anyone, whether you are new to yoga, whether you are a beginner or an intermediate. So we will look at the practice of asanas through Surya Namaskar, then we will look at Pranayama through Nadi Shodhana, also called Anulom Vilom, and we'll end with a short meditation practice with the technique of Vipassana. So Surya Namaskar is a practice which is practiced by the ancient sages since the Vedic times. So Surya Namaskar is also a very effective technique which will help you loosen, stretch, massage and tone every part of your body, your muscle, your joints, your internal organs. And a general benefit of Surya Namaskar practice is that it will help you strengthen your back, stimulates your metabolism, helps you balance the different systems in your body, especially your reproductive, digestive, circulatory and respiratory systems of the body. But of course there are some contraindications if you have conditions like slip disc, sciatica, high blood pressure. There are different asana groups, posture groups which may be better suited for you, but also please to consult your physician. Now I like to recommend Surya Namaskar for people who are just starting with yoga because it is a very versatile practice. You can adapt it, design it according to your time, your space and availability. We will look at two different ways of practicing Surya Namaskar. The first one we will go with the regular instructions. The second one we will look at inhalation and exhalation, incorporating breathing practice along with your Surya Namaskar. Okay, so shall we start with Surya Namaskar? Stand in mountain posture, sides of your feet touching, lengthen your legs all the way to your hips. Roll your shoulders back. Now, if you're knock-kneed, if your knees touch, slightly separate them, okay? But your feet should be facing forward. Now come to the top of your mat, stand in mountain posture, look ahead, roll your shoulders back, deep long breath. Ready? Pranam. 1. Hands to the sky, palms facing each other, shoulders by your ears, elbows are straight, tilt your head back, bend from your lower back. Now keep your knees straight, don't bend your knees. 2. Reach for the floor, go as low as you can, okay? Now some people may not be able to touch the floor today. If your body is hanging like this, slightly bend your knees, try to bring your stomach to your thighs, okay? Number 3, palms down, take your right foot back, come to your horse riding posture. Look ahead. So now avoid sinking your shoulders in like this, okay? What you do is you roll your shoulders back and look ahead. 4, palms down, take your left foot back, come to an inclined plank posture. Tighten your stomach, straighten your knees, engage your thighs. Now avoid lifting your hips up in the air like this or dropping it too low. Keep it in an inclined plank. Number 5, bend your knees. Sit back in rabbit posture, forehead on the floor. Deep, long breath. Rest your arms, rest your forehead, rest your shoulder. Try to bring your buttocks to your heels if you can, okay? Now, number 6, come to 8 points of your body on the floor. Ashtanga Namaskara. So come up on your heels, bend your elbows, bring your chest in between your palms. Chin on the floor, chest on the floor, palms on the floor, elbows together, knees on the floor, hips raised in the air, toes pointed back on the floor. So 8 points of your body on the floor called Ashtanga Namaskara. Now number 7, don't move your palms, lift up to your cobra posture. So in cobra posture, avoid sinking your shoulders in like this, okay? Roll your shoulders back, look ahead. Open your chest, bend from your lower back. If you can, try to keep your feet together. Now, number 8, legs slightly apart. Come to your mountain triangle posture. So in mountain triangle, try to keep your heels on the floor. Toes pointed forward. Knees are straight, elbows are straight. Bend from your upper back. Number 9, bend your knees, sit back in rabbit posture. Again, rest your forehead, rest your elbows, your shoulders, your upper back, deep, long breath. Number 10, bring your right foot back in, look ahead, deep, long breath, so come back to your horse riding posture. Number 11, other foot back in, bend forward. Number 12, head and hand comes up together, lower back bend and pranam. Okay, so we'll look at another way of doing Surya Namaskar with your breath work, with inhalation and exhalations. So basically every time you expand your chest, you lift your arms up, it's an inhale. Every time you contract your chest, you bend down for instance, it's an exhale. The only exceptions are posture number 5, rabbit posture, and posture number 6, 8 points of your body on the floor, where you do an inhalation and exhalation together. Now let's start. Come to the top of your mat, stand in mountain posture, deep, long breath. Ready? Pranam. 1, inhale, take your hands up. 2, exhale, bend forward. 3, inhale, take your right foot back. 4, exhale, take your other foot back. Now 5, inhale and exhale, rabbit posture. 6, inhale and exhale, 8 points of your body on the floor. 7, inhale, cobra posture. 8, exhale, mountain triangle. 9, inhale and exhale, rabbit posture. 10, inhale, come to your horse riding posture. 11, exhale, bend forward. 12, inhale, take your hands up and pranam. Okay, so in pranayama, we will look at Nadi Shodhana, pranayama, also known as Anulom Vilom. So pranayama is our breathing techniques, and there are different kinds of breathing techniques, but today we will look at the simple practice of Anulom Vilom, alternate nostril breathing. So pranayama is a process by which we increase the pranic energy in your body. Prana is your life force, your vital energy. The Nadi Shodhana practice, so Anulom Vilom, has a calming effect. It helps relieve anxiety, stress, and eventually with practice, it will help improve your concentration. So when you breathe through your right nostril, it activates the left hemisphere of your brain, and when you breathe through your left nostril, it activates the right hemisphere of your brain. Now, to start with, what you do is you keep your back straight, be in any comfortable seated posture, whether cross-legged, or you can even try a full Padmasana if you can, okay, like this, or you can be seated on a chair, but keep your back straight. Now, take your left hand down in Chin Mudra, index finger and thumb touching. Take your right hand up. in Nasika Mudra. So bend your index and middle finger, point your elbows to the side. Keep your head straight, your head should be looking ahead. Now, if your elbows get tired, you bring your elbows down, okay? So shall we start? Keep your back straight, take your hand up, look ahead, keep your eyes closed, relax your face, ready? Block your right nostril, inhale deep and long from your left nostril, block your left nostril, exhale deep and long from your right. Inhale deep and long from your right nostril. Block your right nostril. Exhale deep and long from your left. Inhale deep and long from your left nostril. Block your left nostril. Exhale deep and long from your right. So continue this alternate nostril breathing practice. Make sure your breathing is deep, long, gentle and very quiet. The person next to you shouldn't hear you breathe. Just watch your breath go in and out, but learn to enjoy the process. So when you're starting, you can start with 1 minute of practice, slowly increase that to 3 minutes and then 5 minutes. So that was your Anulom Vilom or Nadi Shodhana practice. Okay, so lastly we will look at meditation and we'll look at a technique called Vipassana. Vipassana was a method taught by the Buddha himself. Now when you start, you can be in any comfortable seated posture, whether on a chair or cross-legged or even in Padmasana if you would like. But keep your back absolutely straight. And once I say start, no twitching, no fidgeting, you have to be absolute still, complete stillness. Just watch your thoughts go in and out, just observe your thoughts, become an observer. Okay, so now keep your hands down in any way you prefer, roll your shoulders back, keep your back straight, close your eyes and start. Okay, come back. So that was only 60 seconds of Vipassana practice. So as you continue your practice, try to increase to 2 minutes, to 3 minutes, to 5 minutes, but start very gradually. Try just 1 minute of meditation every day for the next 2 weeks and then see how you feel. Thank you.